Hi everyone, it's Jack here at Mainsgill. So thanks for tuning in again, thanks for watching the YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you tell everyone about it. Let's get it out there, see how many people we can get watching. So what we're on with today, as you can see, we're in the cattle shed. So what we're going to be doing today is me and Matthew, brother, are going to be on mucking out. So we're going to get all this big cattle shed mucked out, because we could do with getting it mucked out. First of all, because the muck, it's just ready to be mucked out. And second of all, we've done some combining, we've got some fields there ready for some muck. So we've got some there already, but we'll get some more here as well. Then we'll get rid of it all at the same time with the muck spreaders. So as you can see, we're in here. So normally we bed up on a Friday, but we didn't bother bedding up yesterday because we knew we were going to come this morning and muck out. So they fairly chewed it up. But what we're going to do is we're going to muck all this out. So there was another batch of cattle, we've just ran them out and put them up the alleyway, out the way where the race is. And what we're going to do is, we're going to muck this pen out first. These ones here and the far ones are the same group, they're just split. So we just push them back through, in with them ones, because they are running with them anyway, normally. So we'll just push them back through with them, so that we can lock them in there and we can muck that pen out, this pen out. And once that's done, we'll get these bedded back up, and we'll run them all back down, and we can muck the top pen out. And then we can start with the other side and get all that mucked out. So there's going to be quite a bit of muck. It's not as full as it has been other times, but it's quite a bit about. So we'll get it bossed and get it all tidied up. So these here on this side are all heifers. So these are all ones that are being used for the shop. So the bigger ones have just gone up there. These are the next ones we'll be using. So some quite nice ones in here. Limmies, blues. I don't think there is any Charolais in here actually, no, just Limmies and Blues in here. So that's them. Then these ones here, these are steers, so these are some homebred ones. So these are all homebred steers which are going to go to Darlington auction to be sold. So that's where we normally sell all our steers. So where ours are on a grass diet, silage based diet, which we do with the feeder wagon. So it's in the feeder wagon ready, but we'll not chuck it out till we've mucked out and moved them up. So that's there. There goes Matthew. He's just coming down ready. He's got the fast track. Well, he's fetching it down for me. I've got the fast track. Whereas they're on the grass-based diet, the heifers, here's the load all. The steers, which are in this pen here, because they're not being used for ourselves, they're on an ad-lib diet there. So they're on the barley hopper. So they're on an ad-lib diet. So that's them there. So they're on that, and then they get a bale of straw on the feed passage. It's just ended up getting spread out. But we just give them a bit of that straw in front of them as well. Because if they have too strong a mix from just having a barley diet, if they have just barley all the time, it can get too much for them and blow them up. So that's why we just like to leave a bit of straw in front of them, so they've got something to chew at if they want it. And then these ones here are the next group down again. So these are the ones that will be going. So there's about 20 left up the top, big ones for the shop. So there's only 20 left, so they'll soon go. And then there's these heifers here, which will go next. There's 100 in that pen. And then there's this pen here, there's 45 in here. So there they are. So that'll keep them going. And then all them ones that I've kept showing you which are grazing outside, they'll be the next ones after them. So they'll all be to come in. So there's plenty of cattle about, there's cattle all over. So there's them in here, there's some more up in top shed. And then there's quite a lot grazing as well at the minute. So that's them. So we've got the load all here. So it's a 53860, so it's quite good. We like the JCB stuff. That's it there. Matthew's got his muck trailer, so he's got the old muck trailer on his tractor there. And then I've got the fast track with the Bruffen.
Blown a tyre up for you.
You've blown the tyre up. Oh, good, good. So there we go. I've got the Bruffen and the fast track. Matthew's got the John Deere and the old Triffitt. So we'll crack on now, make a start. Good. So that's it, I'm loaded. That's me done. Matthew's loaded down there. So gonna go now, and he's just gonna grease all the JCB up, he says, and I'm gonna go and tip at Howden at the other farm. So we'll disappear now. Good. So here we are, we're in the field now, and this is it. We're literally just tipping it in the field so that we can spread it straight on the field. So you saw me combining this field. This is the 22 acre, and then the one next door is 27 acre that you saw me combining. So there's still a few bales on here to clear, but they're all gathered up anyway to one side or into the rows. But yeah, there's still a few to collect yet. That's just going down. If we drive round, should be able to see. So there we go, there's the first pile of muck. We'll see what it looks like when we're finished, how big a pile we get. Matthew should be on his way with his load. Good. So we've got this mucked out now. So this here is, it's 2 pens really, but we're just using it as one because it's a big batch. It's the ones that were in the cattle shed in the car park at Mainsgill. So there's 100 cattle in here, so they're all the same, all sisters from the same farm. So we're going to let them back in here in a minute, so I'll show you that, them running through. So we're just in here, so we've got 9 bays mucked out of 14 down here so far, so 5 bays left at the end. Matthew's fetching straw around. He's just fetching it with the loader bucket, because what we're actually doing is, now that we've got more new bales, the straw shed, we've been having a good clean out, and there's been some burst bales, some bales that weren't as good, and what we're doing is we're going through all them and we're just checking them out, because the burst, some are funny shaped and they're not just that ideal for going in the straw chopper. So while we've got the chance, while the shed's empty, he's fetching bucketfuls of straw around and we're just checking it out, checking it down the building, and that way it gets it all in the bottom, so you can put plenty in the bottom to give them a good deep bedding at the beginning, and then once that's in, we just use the straw chopper after that. So here comes Matthew. So here he is with another load of straw. Just hold this that way, wind's pulled it round, wind's getting up. So here he goes. So he's been fetching it in, and then he's tipping it out where they all are. Just like that. It doesn't have to be anything pretty, because you'll see in a minute, when we let them beasts go in a minute, they'll run up and down here like idiots and they'll spread it all out for us, so we don't need to be that precise. So that's good. What's going on? So that's it, that's the first pen that we've done, and they're all happy now. We've got them all put back in. Showing you that video of them running through there, so they're looking happy. Nicely bedded up, nice and deep bedding, keep them comfy. So they'll be a lot happier in there, it's a lot nicer. Well, I like that one there with the white belly, she's a good one her. So there we go. And we'll get the feeder wagon now and get them fed, keep them happy.